Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Sahara Omar. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist practicing here in the state of Texas. And today's video, I wanted to share with you guys breath work, especially why breath work is important for us in our healing journey. And I wanted to kind of introduce to you guys as well, specifically box breathing. There's different types of breath works out there, but the one that resonates the most with me, and I've seen mostly with my clients having a little bit more better impact, is box breathing. So you might also look up another word for it. It's called 4x4 breathing as well. It's the same technique in itself. So let's take a step back first and kind of explain to you guys how breath work shown to be a little bit more effective than like medication management, for example. Even though medication management is really good, which I'll make a video on medication management and how sometimes medication can be very helpful as well in our healing journey. So for a long time, neuroscience used to think that the brain controls the body, and the body is just this entity that kind of follows the brain around. But the new neuroscience research shows that the body and the brain are two separate entities, meaning they both have their own separate records that they keep based on our experiences, and they communicate through each other through the spinal cord. So they send messages back and forth through the spinal cord to each other. So if one is triggered, then the other one gets triggered essentially, right? And vice versa. If one is off, the other one will turn itself off as well too. So with breath work, the idea is when we hold our breath in our body for 4 counts, it sends that message to the brain, specifically to the amygdala, to say like, hey, we're okay. There's no actual threat here. I need you to just calm down or slow down. And then the brain naturally will follow through. So that's how the premise of it is, or that's where it comes from, and that's how it works. A couple of things that I do want to remind anyone who practices breathwork in general, it is always, or tools in general as well too, it is always better to practice when you are not in a triggered state, so that way when you are in a triggered state, your body can take over and naturally you become a little bit more in control. So the best time to practice any kind of breath work is right when you open your eyes before you get out of bed. Just take a moment in your bed. Sometimes I remind my clients, set an alarm intentionally in the morning. Like if you wake up at 6 a.m., set your alarm for 5:55. Give yourself extra 5 minutes to just breathe in, hold in your body, and release out of your mouth. So just kind of create a specific habits around like when to practice, so that way when you're triggered, you can actually be slowed down versus, oh, I am triggered, and what was that thing that I needed to do? And then now you're spiraling essentially. Okay, so that's the background. I hope that makes sense for you guys. So let's walk through it just a little bit so that way you can see how it works as well. First, you have to imagine a box with your favorite color, and then you're going to walk around it for 4 times essentially. Okay, so you're going to inhale in your mouth, or usually I recommend inhale through your nose and hold, and then release out of your mouth. So inhale through your nose for 4 counts, and you have to just count 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold in your body 1, 2, 3, 4, and then release out of your mouth 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you repeat. You walk this way again, and then you kind of do it 4 more times total. Okay, so total 4, 3 more times after that. And that's how you practice the breath work in general. So inhale, hold, release. Like I said, the trick is up here. When you hold it in your body, it slows your heart rate down, and it sends that message to the brain, and then the brain is naturally slowing down in general. On average, any tool that you practice, it takes about a couple of months. Typically, we see that neuroscience research is around that 66 days. So that's how long it takes for your body and your brain to be like, oh, we're actually okay, and we're not in chaos right now, or we're not in a potential threat right there. So just start slow in the beginning. You may forget. You may practice maybe a day here and a day there, and then you forget for the rest of the week because it's a habit, right? So it does take time. But if you set those alarms in a way that can hold you accountable, and you can actually take a minute and breathe, that would be easier as well too. And you can practice this with, if you are in therapy, with your therapist as well too, and see the shift that happens in your body and your brain when you are taking a deep breath and you're able to slow down a little bit. All right, guys, I hope you liked the video. Feel free to hit that thumbs up. Also leave a comment. Let me know what other videos you guys want me to do, topics. That really helps as well. If there's a specific topic that you guys want to know a little bit more about, I'm more than happy to kind of elaborate more on it. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.